It's a video now. You're on camera. The videos, the meeting's a video thing. That's just so you know.
Give you all a few minutes to shuffle through your papers. Okay.
What's that?
Did you bring a new one tonight?
Yep. Has all other spelling revisions. You want me to hand them out?
Yes, go ahead, please.
She wants another one.
What's that?
So I'm gonna give one to Mike, I'll give one to,
I'm gonna need, the board signs it, so I need at least 3 back.
sorry, Tom.
Alright, smack them.
What's the reason to change it?
Okay, let's call the meeting to order. I'll take a motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Five present. Get the visitor card.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and then if Mr.
Yeah.
shows up.
Yeah. We don't have any alternates, so don't worry about that. This is going to get confusing. There's too many A's in the group now. A James, A with Paige. Oh, give me some time. I'm going to get your names mixed up. You became a regular member last time, right?
Left that one in there just to tease me. Development
You get Al and
in the sentence I'm always looking at.
I was gonna say, did you find them?
Number 19.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I think there's only supposed to be one E.
Yeah, there is. Now there's 2.
one.
I've got 2 for the price of 1.
There you go.
Was it on the previous one? Did you miss it on the previous one? I can't believe it.
I thought I circled them all. Apparently I missed that one.
That's the biggest thing we find tonight. We get it made.
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Just another page. You
Yeah.
made your mind up. You want to stay as an alternate, or you want to become on the full board?
Guess we can try full board.
Try full board.
Chip's here, so he's
You
gonna.
can't hate me
Yeah.
anymore. He made that choice.
I can see him sneaking over there, about ready to twist your arm.
Yeah, I know. I saw him coming.
No pressure.
We need a motion for that, right?
Yes, please.
We need a motion to make him a full
I'll make a
Pledge.
motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Oh, I don't vote.
Yeah, he's right.
Tomorrow you can.
Okay. So we're finally back to a full board with no alternates, but at least we got a full board. That's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Thanks for the 2 new members.
They have signed and blood and signed.
So they're going to give blood and surgery?
It's a 10-year commitment.
Yes.
Unless I wait blood.
Yeah.
I can't wait blood.
Gates are closed.
You stop now.
Your house is unsellable.
Unsellable, I know better. I have a friend who's a realtor. I might know her.
Okay, before we go back to the checklist, there's 2 things that we did last time. Before Dana left, we accepted the proposed final draft there to review. And there was 2 conditions that we did that with. And one of those is, number 22, on the new drawing you just gave you. And number 7, the correction on the tax map.
Mhm.
So he has done both of those.
Okay.
And it looks like he did David's request for the spelling.
Yes,
Except for the new one.
I took a look at number 22 again. To get an extra C in it.
Yeah, I saw that. I want to see if you catch it.
He's
You were just testing me.
He's
Ah,
just
consistent.
testing you.
Ah. Probably not easy to put a spelling check on something like this.
It's worse when you got to check your own work.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But again, if that's the worst problem we have,
Right.
That brings us to the checklist. Everybody will dig those out.
I don't know if that's where the microphone is or not.
I'd like to start with the one that starts out with 5.2A.
Thank you.
5.2, yeah. A note of explanation here, because Andy and Amy are both new to the board. The primary voters on this one will be David, Sarah, and myself. We did the site inspections. We've been through all the public hearings as well as the reviews. So these are 3 votes, or either 3 critical votes that we need on this division. Your Andy and Amy, your comments are still welcomed, but the for fairness of their proposal, will be the 3. Okay. So, looking through the checklist, 5.2A down to the bottom of that page. Is there any questions about any of those items that's on that page? We've been through these before. I just want to verify that there's no questions.
I didn't have any on this page.
Yeah, I have everything is sat in that one except for the 5.3 A and B. They were not applicable because they were not part of this package.
Right.
You also have that, Dave?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm gonna get myself out of order here. Just a second. Okay, 7's the next one?
Yeah.
7.1H. I'm going to approve these once we get through this once.
I have 3 sections marked for question
Okay.
on this one. The first one is 7.1C1, board issued dated receipt to applicant on, and I don't have a date filled in.
No, because we to vote on accepting the preliminary before it could be issued.
So is it issued or not?
Not yet.
Or is it going to be issued, or does that fall under an NA category? Okay, so that's to be done. And forgive me because I missed the first go around on this.
That's why we're doing this now.
The next one was 7.1E. Board determined the application complete within 30 days of submission. All I have is not complete letter, but I don't know. Because I have your notes, Jen.
So it's done.
That's
All
done.
set.
And then 7.1FA. Clerk issued a dated receipt to the applicant. Got it.
That is done, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I don't know which one to check off on this.
It doesn't matter.
I'll just put a check there. done.
Whatever works for you right now, that's all that matters.
Okay.
We
So those are the only that I had blanks for.
7.1C3 should have been non-applicable.
I put not applicable.
Yeah.
And then the other non-applicable was 7.1F. Would that be non-applicable?
No, it
Or
No.
just not done yet? Or is that done yet?
No.
Well, we have accepted the application
With conditions.
with conditions,
Right.
correct? Yeah.
Alright, I'm done on that page.
David, do you have any questions on it? 7.1H is, you should have a draft copy in front of you.
I really did not.
It looks something like this.
And this is highlighted because it's been.
Oh, okay. She gave us today.
I saw it.
We won't go through this right this very minute, the whole thing, but I wanted you to see that because that is the draft copy of it. There's not totally complete yet because there's still actions that we gotta do tonight that need to go into this. So this is just the draft copy. We will chop it some more as we go farther down the checklist. Okay? But keep it handy so you know where it's at. But it's in process anyway, so. I have A and B, 71HA and 71HB as non-applicable because I checked off C because we approved the preliminary plan with conditions.
My check marks are all over the place, I don't even know what they mean.
71HD, Jen gave it to him, he's already corrected it, so it's all done. The only other two things I had on that page that I had eliminated was 72B, 4 and 5. Because there's no cemeteries or farmland involved in this.
Yeah,
This
I have those
application.
as NAs.
Yep. Jason Mount.
He's not exciting enough.
Do you have any other questions on this one?
Mm-mm.
David?
Nope.
Nope, no questions.
Okay, 72D, 1 through 22. Any questions?
I don't know why. I had a couple marked, but I don't, now that I'm reading them,
Yeah.
they shouldn't be marked. We
Okay.
already had that.
Okay.
Might have been my first time going through it and I
Yeah,
missed it.
that's fine.
I don't have any questions on that page.
No questions.
And that's through 22?
I think this is one that should have been a question.
Yeah.
Remember, because there's stormwater written here as like a reminder little thing here. Because it said location, size of existing and proposed water mains, culverts, drainage ways, or adjacent property. At the last meeting, Lee J said because it was the ground was going down like this, was that okay? For the drainage that you were concerned about?
Yes, because he found the additional plan that he had not seen before. What do you call those?
The engineering plans.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep, no. Actually, I was digging through those again myself today, just to refresh myself, so.
Okay, nothing on that page for me then.
David?
No question.
Don't let me rush it. Take your time. I don't want to drag it out either. So.
Wow.
Okay, that brings us to 8.1. Am I right?
Yeah, I have like nothing checked on this page.
Okay.
Because it was finals, final we haven't decided yet.
Right.
Right. But that was your homework. That was your homework. Is yours blank too, Dave? On this one? Is yours blank on this one? Starting with 8?
Right.
Not a problem. Let's go down through it. We'll do each line one at a time and check them off as we go. Applicant presented the final plan within 6 months of the on-site inspection.
Yes.
Yes, he did. Final plan, approximately the same layout as the sketch plan,
Yes.
complete with spelling errors. Applicant paid the final fee.
Oh, we don't pay the final fee yet,
Okay.
until it's all approved.
Yeah, that's fine.
To be.
Applicant obtained written approvals prior to submitting the final plan application form, which the Maine Department of Environmental Protection, site location,
Yeah, we have that.
We do have that.
The permit by rule is gone by, it's 14 days.
Maine Department of Environmental Protection and the Natural Resource Protection Act, you had that.
Not applicable for public water,
Yep.
but yes for subsurface wastewater.
You did have that.
What's the US Army Corps?
He wasn't required to have it. Yep.
Traffic entrance, we have that letter
Yes,
from
we do.
permit from the.
And there's a number missing, that Maine Department of Environmental Protection stormwater permit, that should be number 7. Should be a separate item. And you didn't need that.
And not applicable for historic places.
Correct. All agree?
Agree?
Present the final plan application. Guess technically you could say this one.
Yeah, today's date.
Yep.
We have to skip A.
Correct. To be done.
To be done, yeah. That whole next section also, right?
For now.
Public hearing held within 30 days. Published notice. See, this is where I couldn't mark off because I didn't know what notices were sent out.
There's two public hearings. There's one for the preliminary and there's one for the final.
Okay.
So we did not do one for the final, but I cannot make that decision on my own.
So you don't have to do it, you can.
Right, so it's optional. It's up to the board. We had nobody appear for the preliminary. And I didn't see any reason to hold a second one, but again, that's a board decision.
Would you like a motion?
Yes.
I make that motion then,
That we don't hold it.
that we
Waive. The
Waive
second
that.
Public hearing.
Okay.
Or second.
try to attract extra business by having two items on the same agenda, but
It's okay, never mind. All in favor of that? Okay. Did you notify everybody? I knew he was working on the letters.
Yeah, I did. Yes.
You did.
Any responses? Any negative responses?
Nope.
Okay.
Got, okay, thanks. I'm Steve Conley, and that's about it.
Okay.
That's-
Eight, 1I, applicant satisfied the performance guarantee requirements. I'm gonna come back to that one, so we'll skip that one for now. Eight, 1J, there's no, yeah, anyway. Okay, we haven't got to that point yet.
Final plan information and documents.
As far as I'm aware of right now, he has submitted everything. I haven't seen anything missing.
And he'll give us transferable.
Yeah,
transparencies
E2.
later.
Yeah, we're not ready for that one yet.
Final plan shall include the following info.
Okay, E2 numbered, A. Final plan should include and be accompanied by the following information: subdivision name, municipality, lot, and map number,
Yeah, that's there.
and that's all there. I'll read that one so I can see it. B, number of acres in the subdivision,
Yeah.
that's there.
Yep, I went through the whole plan, all of these, all the way down to
Okay.
I, A are on are on the plan.
Okay.
And I thought J, maybe NA, but I'm not sure because I don't know if their drive actually is a street. Now.
Well, let's leave that one up in the air for now.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I'm struggling with that one, so we need to discuss it.
On the map, there's stop sign and a one-way sign, and a do not enter signs on the plans for the signs.
So you think that makes it a street?
Well, definition wise,
Well, whether it's
Or you have shopping plazas that have the same thing.
Right.
applicable or actually done, either way the signs are marked.
It's really no more than the driveway and during the parking lot.
That's what I thought.
right.
They're all gonna have the same street address.
Calbrogi Highway.
Well, that one kind of threw me for a loop today too, because on your drawing you got State Route 202.
That's the state route it is.
Yeah, I'm just so used to seeing Calbrogi now. It just surprised me when I saw it there. Oh. You don't hear 202 anymore.
Okay, so I'll mark that one as to be determined. We'll discuss it. I put K. I thought that was NA.
Actually, there's a detailed plan for that.
There is?
Yeah.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, it's in the package.
Which one of the 6? I'm just kidding.
No, because some of them I did mark it down, which one it was.
3.5A.
C31. This one.
Okay.
Because I was looking for erosion control during the construction, and it's in there.
Okay. Then I'll mark that one. I put L as a question mark.
Okay, it's in NA, actually.
Okay.
M, there is none.
I put that as an A.
Yeah, NA. N,
That one's a question mark on mine.
okay. There is a marking on the drawing, which shows the floodplain.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Phosphorus impact analysis. There's no great pond here, so we don't have to worry about that one.
NA.
What about P?
That goes along with J in a way. We'll come back to that one.
Okay. E3 is, we have to wait on that one. Is our subdivider in violation of the provisions of any previously approved plan?
Okay, you did Q and R.
That was part of it, that actually overflows from P.
Yep.
So I put those as T to be determined. As you said, it goes along with J and we need to,
Q and R are existing cemeteries and final end around now.
oh, I have them as the same one.
So those are both gonna be NA.
Cemeteries, farmland. And then, okay, so NA on both of those.
Yeah. I'm sorry, David, did you have any questions on the first one?
No, I didn't.
Previous one, sorry. No. Okay. E3 we're not ready for yet. E3A. And I don't have any concerns right now.
Okay, so NA.
None that I know of. So it's not applicable. E3A. We'll have to come back to that one. That's after we approve. We're down to E3E.
Town acceptance of streets, easements, playgrounds, Notes on final plan. I'd mark that as NA.
Yep, there is no streets or easements or playgrounds on this one.
3-year substantial construction completion limitation.
I think they remember that one.
Yeah, we've been through that once. Probably not gonna happen again.
Just as soon as you say yes, I'm gonna swing that hammer.
Performance guarantees again.
Yeah, leave that one. No. Guarantees it in 4B. See if that one. So that just brings us down to the
Last one.
last one. Help Amy and Andy out. If you go to page 56 in the manual.
And Sarah.
And Sarah? Okay.
My manual goes to 53.
Yeah, me too.
My manual only goes to page 53.
That puts me in the appendix.
That's what you should be. Appendix A is right.
Page one more time.
Okay. For an appendix.
You're in the right place, you guys. It's your appendix. That's where you need to be.
Right here.
Flip that page. Go past your page 53.
Alright.
And it should say
Definitions,
on the top.
30-A subsection 440.
One, yeah.
Definitions.
Alright.
Apparently that's 56.
Yeah.
Right after 54.
There's no more page numbers after that?
No.
Oh, mine starts on 1 there, actually, hold on.
Yeah, mine
One
does
side
too. Yeah.
You're forming about 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. You're going to come to paragraph 4404, review criteria.
Review criteria.
Fine. Don't lose that spot. Stick your finger in there. Then go back to page 29. I hope. There's 2 performance standards. There's the state ones, which is what 44 is, or 4, and then there's the town of Lebanon, which is on page 29. So the checklist we're going on right now references both of those. It tells you which document that requirement comes from. And rather than list all the pieces of it, I just listed the titles and use the book as the guide.
Got it.
Okay. So the very first one is pollution. I didn't see any cause for concern of pollution on this site. So I checked that off as an okay.
You're all good with it?
I'm watching the eyeballs.
I'm good with it.
You
Yeah,
good with it?
fine.
You changing the names on the sheet? What you doing?
Mhm.
Good. Thank you. Sufficient water? There's a letter from the well digger.
Driller?
Driller. Thank you. That's the one I wanted.
It's 2 words in one.
Yeah. So they took care of one part of that, and then the other part, of course, is the fire department. And that one is covered as well because he has the letter,
Mhm.
and they're doing the sprinkler system, so takes care of that one. Everybody accepted with that one?
Yes.
Yes.
Municipal water supply is not applicable. Agreed, Dave?
Yes.
Soil erosion goes back to that drawing I had there, C3.1. It does address that so that he meets the
That's good.
requirements for that one.
Yes.
Yes.
Traffic control, he has the signs on the primary drawing, and there's also, the technical drawings had some more information on the driveway and access.
Yes.
Great. Sewage disposal. We have the new plan in the separate book that he gave us.
Yes.
All set? Solid waste disposal is the letter that goes out to the transfer station. If there was no complaints from the transfer station, it should be all set.
I think it's good, yeah.
Impact on the environment and aesthetic appearance.
I think they're good on that.
We had the questions about the wildlife and stuff, but that's all been answered, so I didn't see no problems there. You all set with that one, Dave?
Yes, I am.
3. Lot design and boundary line.
They're good on that.
Yes, we are good on that.
What's that?
Yep.
Financial and technical capacity. He's proven being able to do that so far, so I have no qualms.
Nope, good.
All good.
Surface waters and bodies of water, there is no, except during the rainy season.
Well,
There's no big great ponds or
yes.
anything in that line that we have to deal with here, so that's not applicable for this particular application. If everybody agrees.
Yeah.
Okay. Impact on groundwater. This one was a kind of a lot of discussion on this one because I was concerned about that. But between the analysis that we had results of, the gentleman that was here last week, not last month, this month, last meeting. There we go.
He was here.
Yeah,
He was here.
and he answered most of my questions. I have no more problems.
Good.
Neither do I.
Let's hear that one. Floodplain, listed on the map,
Yes.
and they're not building in that area.
We're good on that
Good
one.
that one. Freshwater wetland identified.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Also on that one.
Yeah.
River, stream, and brooks ID'd.
It's on there.
I'm also that one. David?
Yes, I am.
Stormwater management is NA on this one.
Yes. I think.
Fine, yes.
Common land space facilities, NA. Because there aren't any.
Yes.
Is that any?
Common land space and facilities. There's no common spaces.
That
is it?
wouldn't include the parking?
Well, let's look at the definition. I don't know. But, what's up?
I think what that's trying to address is if you're setting aside land for open space.
Right, I was thinking.
This is a condominium, so the whole thing's common.
Yeah, but
It's just saying that the open space common land and who it shall be owned by.
Association.
right.
For the division which has been addressed. The fact that it's denoted on the final plan.
You all good with that, Dave?
Yes.
What's NA?
Yeah, that's what I have, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you get it. Utilities, there's a technical drawing for that, C2.1. Talks about where they're bringing in transformer platforms and all that.
Yeah, looking at that.
I'm all set with that one.
Yes, I am.
Monuments, we saw those when we did the,
Site walk.
so I'm all set with that one.
Yes.
Lake phosphorus concentration. If there's any. Joining municipality is NA.
NA.
There's no timber harvesting going to take place here. Underneath the waivers, high intensity soil survey, they did it. So that's going to become NA underneath the waiver portion. Hydrogeologic assessment.
Good job.
Wow, yeah, tonight. One of my better nights. They did do that. Actually, they requested a waiver. It's marked as such, and we had approved that. So
Yes.
that's a SAP. And stormwater management, they didn't ask for a waiver on that one, so that's just an NA. But they actually addressed it in 4.1, the technical drawings. So that only leaves one item that I see right now, unless I'm missing something, but that is the I don't want to use the word, I guess it is performance. guaranteed on the parking lot. How do we wanna address that? That's a major,
Which one are we on?
well, actually, it's several of those.
We want a bunch of
Say
them.
8.4 is where it comes up.
Taking something as a street style, that's what it is.
8.2. History on this, Jen? Have you had any?
With parking lot.
Yep. I don't know of any projects that we've done that's had a major size parking lot in it.
So,
Typically, that's, performance guarantees are set aside for, infrastructure, the roads, water, sewer.
alright,
This is all gonna be a private construction site. I mean, they're gonna have to construct this driveways and parking as part of their approval.
Continue.
Well, Aaron's gonna get his own funding to build this project out, and that will be part of his funding. I mean, the
it's not like a.
performance guarantee is usually set aside for the town's ability to go in and finish the project if he should walk away from it.
Correct.
I mean, it's not like he's trying to do a subdivision and build a road and get the road half done and walk away from the subdivision, leaving a road half built and some lots sold.
Right,
I mean, to me, I would expect that the town's not even gonna issue an occupancy permit until at least base code is on the parking lot. I don't know how code deals with building permits.
If you wanna go to page 24 of your manuals, it talks about performance guarantees and where it's applicable. It doesn't say parking lots, it does not. It does not. There's a double-headed way to look at this. If we tie this into the occupancy permit, that parking lot has to be done, then that means he can't sell anything to
He's not gonna be able to sell anything until it's built anyways. These are all condominiums, so the units have to be finished.
you might wanna do one building and start selling out of that building,
Correct.
but if the parking lot's not done, you won't get your occupancy permit. I don't wanna hang you up, that's why I'm looking at this.
So the plan is to come in and put the foundations in for both buildings. We're gonna build all the infrastructure, pave it, all that stuff. We're gonna frame it, exterior, so it's gonna look done, complete from the outside. Then we'll start building out the units on the inside. So there might be a building that's shelled up, looks finished from the outside, but it's not finished on the inside.
Okay.
So all the infrastructure, the parking, all that stuff, to Dana's point, we'll go base pave. We might even go to finished pave because at that point, all the heavy equipment's out of there and stuff, you know what I mean? So,
You plan to finish the parking lot before selling the units anyway?
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's gonna go kind of hand in hand. We're gonna get building permits, build the building, build the driveway, the parking lot, all that stuff, kind of all at the same time, so, yeah. So, I'm okay with no occupancy unless it's paved or something like that, however you wanna say it, but yeah. Okay. No, I appreciate that.
You wanna limit that to the base?
What's that?
Base coat?
Yeah, I would say base coat, cause the finish really, I'd like to do it when it's all done 100% and then stripe it all up, you know what I mean?
My greatest concern was if it's not paved.
Yeah.
And we get the heavy rains, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, no,
So if you're gonna base coat it,
yeah,
I mean, I can live with that.
yeah, that'll be pretty much right.
Everybody else, is in agreement with
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
So how do we word that? It's gonna be in some ways for Mike to pick up on
Well, my guess is there should be a condition of approval
Exactly.
that no occupancy permit will be issued until the parking lot's base coated.
Make a motion and vote on it.
I mean, that list still allows Aaron to be able to go in and start the construction.
Yeah.
Put the foundations in, all that stuff.
Right.
that. Yeah, I definitely can see a point.
If you get that far along, you would not want to just walk away from it, you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want the paving down there.
Hopefully I can get started fast enough to get it paid before the plant's closed this year.
Yeah.
I think we can.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can close for a change.
We're trying.
Okay, so I need a motion to make that a condition of,
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
all in favor? You got the words?
I will get it.
Okay. So, with that being the case, all those that had performance fees would be NA. To that.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay. Yep. No, you got it. Good job, kid.
Yes.
Now, do you want that condition on the plan?
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. What do you think? It's not there. Why can't it be there?
Right on. Do you want to give it to them? Put one in out, I give one to them.
You,
Yeah. It's up to you. Well, it's up to you.
Yeah.
you guys do it for written findings of fact? That's, it should be in there, then it can be put in the file. It doesn't necessarily need to be on the plan.
Yeah. I've not run into that before, that's why I was asking the question.
This might be read it on the phone.
What do you mean? He reads all the plans. That will work. That will work. You do the memo.
Okay.
You know,
We
and
should
I'll-
have it both.
and I'll put it in the other one.
Okay.
That will cover both bases. In case everybody gets it.
Right. So we're gonna put it both in the facts and findings, and plus we're just gonna do a separate memo too, just so that.
Just cover our bases,
everybody.
that's all. Have you ever done that? Or, I don't remember seeing it. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, we've had inspections done in the past on something, that was.
So we don't have any votes in this one, so we
Right, so it doesn't,
didn't see anything in.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I was asking. This is the guarantees. They have one for the inspections. But we don't really have any of those in this particular application. But I don't remember seeing it being done, so that's why I wasn't sure. We didn't do it for the last one, so I'm not gonna do it for this one.
Yeah, cause I'm still hung up on J here, which is street design, it kinda goes along that line. And we put it to be determined, cause we're gonna come back.
Okay, which one, what's the number?
8J. And that kinda goes hand in hand with what you just showed me.
Yeah. EJ, because we're calling that a parking lot, there won't be a street.
So that's NA.
Yeah.
Did you all agree on that?
Yes.
Jay is.
I also have 8P as to be determined that we were gonna go back to.
Which one?
8P.
That's where you're finding the facts.
Oh, tell me that. Right in.
Yeah.
And when I looked in here, it said that he had to show proof of funds. And if it was financing, it said a letter from the lender.
I'm not sure I'm seeing you right now.
8P. And then if you flip the page, it's as A. It's like 8PA. It's hard to look at it because it kind of filters onto the next page, but if you find 83B, you're on the right page.
Yeah.
The top. And then in this, where you showed us, I don't remember which page you told us to go to in this, 24, 25 maybe, let me look. He said that he was financing.
Right, yeah, who's gonna make him do the guarantee, but we're not gonna make him do that.
So we're waiving all of that.
Yeah, waiving
That was
all
all of it, okay.
Yeah.
This isn't in the same.
That's what I thought.
It's just not in the same section,
Right.
Yeah.
like where we already went through.
Right. Yeah, no, that's good.
So I went back through to my
Yeah.
to be determined.
Yep.
And I think that covered all of our to be determined, with the exception of the final approval. Pieces.
Was that? Oh, that was in there too. That was the open space.
So I guess that comes down to, correct me if I'm wrong, whether or not we think they met all the regulations and standards.
Are you on 8.3?
I'm on E3.
I believe that he has.
I too believe that he is bent over backwards.
What I know?
Sorry to leave you 2 hours so much, but
Yeah.
we'll pull you in on the next one, believe me.
Do we have one?
Yeah, just thinking that, yeah. Okay, so you agree with that, David?
Yes.
Okay. I'll make that as a unanimous 3 of us then.
For what, 8.3?
All the regulations and standards, yeah. So I guess that means we go for a motion to accept the final plan and to approve it.
Yes.
I'll second that.
All in favor? You got it. So what comes next? Fee? Oh, the sign.
That was rather I'm just saying.
We didn't,
All this.
we didn't create this.
Am I on today?
What's that?
I said we didn't create
The
this
final one?
manual, we just have to follow it.
You came prepared.
I came with the pen too.
Even with a pen.
Are you wanting to use my pen?
I got one right here. I just need one of these, I need one of these paper copies back though, if I can.
You can have mine.
You can have mine too.
There's probably a disclaimer someplace anyway on misspellings. For that, I gotta put this pen away.
Yep.
There.
As per the last time, you signed the paper copies in the same order you signed the Mylar, please.
Please.
I'm gonna have to sign it because of what you just.
Watch out.
Woo!
Go ahead.
Final one. Huh?
What?
Final one, so just one fifty now.
Okay,
Okay.
now is it, when will they tally up with stuff finished up?
We're getting to meet in the select board and still survey or thing that they're trying to do.
Cause it should be. If you need me to bring on a check a little bit.
Yeah, I think it has to be.
It has to be separate,
Yeah,
okay,
so,
right on that.
to be a nice big pain in the butt.
Thank you.
You're all welcome. I don't know, if the next, did you tell her, did you?
That's okay. Go ahead.
Now? Be my guest.
The Woodland Estates
Oh,
one,
Aaron,
is
you
that,
gotta sign
has that been, recorded?
Pardon? Yes, it has.
Okay.
You
My,
can take the cover off.
my scanner of 20 years, 15 years, has finally decided to crap on me, so.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
828.
I'm in the process of, replacing it.
Oh,
So much that, scan. And recorded.
okay. That's it. Let's slide this down here. Yes.
So what are you doing next, Darren?
It's a secret.
they reached the last one. I thought they did. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, that property. Signing all those copies.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like this, I like this pen.
Yeah.
Is there?
The power, right?
That was easy.
I was gonna say, it's a 5-point sharpie.
Yeah.
I like it. It's permanent.
Yeah. Yeah.
No fear of commitment.
The interest in town hall. And they know it, they knew about it. And remember the funny was it got stuck on the whole thing about the drainage and everything, and they never did anything about the thing. We walked down there and I went and stared at it. Holy shit, yeah, we did it. That's such a
I don't know why we had him today.
I think it was just separating our stuff. Yeah, kind of piles.
So you should have signed first.
Yep.
They got rid of it, they got rid of that quick.
Thank you.
Everyone's gonna have to deal with
Have a good night.
You too.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night, guys.
Well, you know, I'm not texting, I like to take notes on my phone. You know, I found out it's easy to lose a piece of paper, it's a whole different story with a $700 phone, you don't lose it.
Right.
Wanna make it bad?
Well, you're a lot less likely to lose it.
Kids can do that pretty easily.
Michaela did, but her friend was synced with it, so she could sit there and do a finder thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Somebody counted their lucky stars.
You're on, sir.
Yeah, so what we have here is piece of property that's on Milton Mills Road, and it was acquired by Rosalie White last year, and she doesn't live on the property. There's no houses on the property at this point. It was approximately 60 acres, almost 60 acres, and she cut out a lot for her daughter and her husband earlier this year, and she thought she was going to be able to cut out one for her son as well. However, because being that she thought she was going to be able to, she was told by her lawyer that she was going to be able to do a family subdivision, but of course she hadn't owned the thing for 5 years yet, so she couldn't. So consequently, that's where we're at. She just wants to cut out another lot for her son, basically, and so we have to go through the process of a minor subdivision because she hasn't owned it in 5 years yet. But you know, had she owned it that long, or the prior owners had done something like this, they could have, you know, because it would have been, she's given these things to her kids, you know. So that's where we're at with this. Basically, really what it amounts to is it's just going to be the one lot she wants to give to her son, and the remaining property is all we're really going to have here. The lot that has already been cut out was exempt from subdivision, and it's been cut out and it's done, so that's really not part of this. It's just going to be, if you look at the plan, you'll see what we're talking about there, the big green area, and the lot in the corner that's white is the one that she's already conveyed to her daughter. And the one light green one in the middle is the one she wants to convey to her son, who is Nicholas White. He's the applicant in this case. Him and her are both the applicant in this case. Rosalie is his mother. So it's sort of like a, I don't know what you'd call it, technical issue of subdivision here. I have deeds for both the properties in here. The overall property plus the one that was cut out already. Again, the small plan. Our printer wasn't working today, so I ended up doing smaller plans. But you'll get a full size plan here along the way. But
I was going to say, Mike magnifying
well,
glasses.
the ordinance says that we can practically put it on a napkin, so I figured this is better than that.
Well, yeah.
It only has to be a sketch, so I figured this wasn't too bad anyway. I know it's kind of hard to read, but
Give you a general idea.
yeah.
Excuse my ignorance, I'm still trying to understand your print. The bottom right, the Justin R. Carrier,
Yeah, the bottom one that's white there was the one that she conveyed to her daughter and husband this earlier this year.
okay,
This lot had not been previously divided in the last 5 years or more. This hadn't been previously divided. So that division didn't constitute a subdivision.
right.
And like I say, she had been told that she could do it because she was giving these things away, you know, and these are to her children.
Right.
She could do another one. However, we made it clear, no, you can't because you haven't owned it 5 years yet. Had she owned it 5 years, she could. We wouldn't even be here. Yeah. You can family subdivision. You can chop up as many as you want and give them to your family as long as they meet the code for the size and frontage and everything, you know. But
Not if you haven't owned it 5 years.
not if you haven't owned it 5 years. So that's right.
The green dotted line,
Green dotted line. I think that's an old deed line as part of that was part of the boundary survey.
okay,
The boundary is actually the entire square rectangle that's there.
okay. And the purple line down through the middle.
That is a range line, I believe.
So Nicholas is the son? And he actually owns part of the large parcel also?
Yes.
Is that Bog Road that shows on the front cover?
Which one?
Right here?
This one here.
That says Key Road.
Oh, it's Key Road, okay.
Yeah.
My eyeball came.
There's actually,
Yeah, there we go.
there's some tax maps in there too that show the different subdivisions in the area. That helps you out too, and there's split names on there.
Your lines can't quite tell.
No.
Not that they ever could, but anyways. Awful lot of butters.
Yeah, that's because of subdivision across the street.
Yeah.
There's two subdivisions across the street, actually. Or three, actually it's three. There's three across the street. Yeah, there's three different small subdivisions.
guess my puzzlement right now is you're calling it a 2-lot subdivision. And the reason for that again?
Because the original lot, the first lot that's cut out is exempt from the subdivision. If you read the state subdivision law, you'll see that the first lot cut out, if it's not is subject to subdivision at the time it's cut out, it doesn't become subject to it because of subsequent dividing of the remaining piece. Therefore, that first corner lot is not subject to the subdivision.
But the date that conveyed was June 1st?
What's that? I'm sorry.
The date that was conveyed, it was cut out
Yeah, that
June
was
1st?
June 1st this year.
But the date on the plan is April 12th, 2007.
That was the boundary plan. That was when they
That's the
did
boundary plan, okay. Okay, that's what was confusing me.
And that was, that's when they did the boundary plan and they cut out the lot for it, yeah. Yeah, I can correct that, I'll correct that on the subplans.
Because it is misleading.
Yeah.
When we get the big printer running.
Well, you get the big print.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to be able to see it on this one.
Some things I could see, some things I can't, though.
I was looking at some of those old references and they go back quite a ways,
Oh, yeah.
17 something.
1797.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because Lebanon was a land grant.
Yeah.
Wasn't a like Acton and Shapley and those were and Sanford even were proprietor grants. They were proprietor. There was proprietor mass for them, but Lebanon actually had a land grant. There's a map of it. There's a map of the original division of it.
Yeah.
These guys used to be hanging up in here somewhere.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they brought it into Corner Post when I worked there, and we scanned it.
I thought a minor subdivision was 3 lots.
Up to 3.
Any other questions, anybody?
I don't at this time.
I was just looking something up.
What's that?
I was just looking something up.
Yeah.
You saw I had a couple waivers in there that we were asking for, you know, the mapping of the soils and wetlands. I wasn't able to get a hold of the National Wetland Inventory map, but I will get that too and provide that. But I don't believe there's gonna be any wetlands on it. If you look at the soil types, there's no hydrochloric soils. That's why I provided the soil definition.
I was just looking at it because I
Yeah.
And again, also with the, asked for a waiver of the contours. I provided the USGS map, and again, this is basically a single lot, really, is what's happening here. The other thing that's gonna happen here too, which wouldn't have happened had it been a family subdivision, is that, of course, any further division they do is gonna be subject to subdivision as well from now on, regardless of whether it's because now it's gonna be a recorded, to do this, it'll be a recorded subdivision, any changes will have to come back here to the board. So, if another lot gets cut out, it's gonna have to come back here, which again, wouldn't have happened in the case of a family subdivision, you know? So I guess I'm saying I'm asking for some leniency with some of this stuff because of that.
Our next step would be to do a site review.
Yep.
And that would prepare us for further action on this. Unless there was other questions.
Mm-mm. No, I just had to look up the soil type.
Is there markings in the ground now for the lot itself?
They will be, if you said vague, I don't think that they've actually marked them yet, but they will be when you say we get there, absolutely.
What are you looking for?
Calendar
Calendar.
as a towel.
Ah, there we go.
You wanna do it, say review and workshop afterwards.
Yes. Is Monday's best for everybody?
Monday is,
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna necessarily need me.
True. We can survive. But we like to have.
Did you say next Monday?
No, I'm just looking at, just checking, make sure Monday's work.
That's Labor Day.
Yeah.
that's
Probably,
why we're here tonight.
yeah, we backed up 1 week for that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Normally we meet the
That's
first
right,
Monday
that's
of the
right.
month.
That's right.
Yeah, we used to meet the second Monday, and
Yeah.
then we changed it to the second Thursday, and now we're to the first.
I will be gone the 17th to the 25th.
You know,
You
no
make-
idea
you
what
make the
back in
16th?
days, I used to be
Yes.
part of
I can do
being
the
on
16th.
those.
A Saturday?
That's what I did all the time.
September? Oh, I got October. Sorry.
Oh, you did? I thought you looked familiar. Was I there then?
I don't know, I don't remember you, so maybe not.
How long ago was that?
And I won't be here the 18th.
You won't be at the 18th.
Or I'm coming back the 24th.
3 years maybe? I managed Casey's. Casey's Cool Cravings.
Oh, you did? Yeah,
How
I was
about
gone.
the, on a Friday? We do
Next
15th?
week.
15th? September 15th.
I could do it.
What time are we talking on that Friday? Cause that will.
Mondays and Fridays are football, so games.
It's time change anyway.
I won't be done November.
October.
Like that was good.
September 15th, Friday could potentially work for me, but it'll depend on what time we do this.
Well, what time would you be available?
When's it gonna get
When everybody
dark?
else is at work. I'm gonna be honest, that's.
When's it gonna start getting dark?
Now.
Around 7.
5:30 too early for everybody?
Ask.
Is 5:30 too early for everybody?
How far are we going?
We're just going
around.
on Melrose. Well,
Earlier the better as far as I'm concerned, but
Yeah.
depends on the rest
Get
of
it
you.
done.
It works for me on a Friday.
on Fridays.
Friday's probably best for me.
Sure,
5:30.
5:30?
September.
How's that set with your
Yeah, that's fine.
And what day is that? That's a
Friday?
Friday.
Does that
That's
work for you?
Friendly too.
Let me make sure that they don't have anything
They
written
don't,
down
I
there.
got it right there.
And let me just check the calendar because they
yeah.
haven't been writing stuff
Oh, that's
on
no
it.
problem.
Does that time work for you?
Yeah, well, I'm much more flexible than everybody else, so.
What time do you get out of work?
Me? Anytime. It varies from. Depends
Whatever
on the
Well, those
weather.
kind of
I'm just
jobs.
saying
Never-
earlier
it
Earlier the
never-
better because of the daylight.
Later's better for me, but I can
You can make 5:30 work.
make 5:30 work. On a Friday is easy. Or
Easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that little
as long as it's not snowing.
It is May.
Dang you.
But
Yeah.
I'll take that over 4 feet of water.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah.
I can live with it.
Oh, that's gotta be.
I'll even shovel 4 feet of snow.
Yeah.
4 feet of water is.
I'm just gonna build an arc.
Nothing on there is free. So meet at the sidewalk at 5:30 with a workshop following afterwards.
Till, I know, they're pushy, aren't they?
Yeah. Go from a site walk to a workshop.
Well, our meetings are normally only.
The only thing would be
2 hours,
just,
right?
it's just to discuss the sidewalk, that's all
Yeah.
it'll be, so it won't be any
Won't be
long
long.
drawn out thing.
Yeah.
But once you get here, we're locking the door. Just kidding. And since this is only one lot, it'll probably be a quick
This is
sidewalk too.
Does take a long.
Yeah, I mean,
two
I don't.
acres.
You guys want to walk that entire 50-something acres, or just
No,
that one
thank
lot?
you.
That's good. That's good. Like
Wasn't
I'll tell you the
planning a
truth.
hike.
I'll tell you the truth. The entire property's all the same, pretty much. Anyway, look at that aerial photograph. You can
Yeah.
see it's all just wooded.
Yeah.
There's no wetlands or
It
anything.
took me a few minutes to try to place where it was, but when I saw a key road that I knew,
Right.
knew where he was looking.
I mean, you can tell what
Yeah.
wetlands look like. Look at the right across the street there on the
Yeah.
pond. That's what they look like. And you can see there's none in there. And like I say, there's no hydric soils at all there either. And, I haven't looked at the NWI, but I'd be surprised if there was any in there. Any wetlands. I haven't walked this property. I didn't do the survey, so. All set? Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I think I know It's a home game and a working concession,
That'll be quick.
which means a Friday,
Field trips,
somebody's gonna be here to open.
That'll be quick. It's just one.
That's right.
Oh, it's like the sidewalk.
Yeah, that'll be quick too, because we're just gonna talk about that.
The whole bigger to it, you're
Yeah,
my witness,
I heard
it's
it.
recorded,
I heard it.
that's all I'm saying.
And it's specified time.
6:15, right?
We're gonna, you know what, I'm sure there's something somewhere in some manual that
What says
defines quick. I'll find it, don't you worry. You're like us.
We'll have to work on that
Be
one.
on a Friday night.
I'll have to work on that one.
Chair, you could say
Joe.
chair all you want.
I know, dude. Which reminds me, next time. Okay, so Ken's not here. I mean, unless I missed somebody.
Did you read through that?
I did.
Yeah,
It appears it can't be.
and it kinda ends though, when Jen's last
So
email.
appeals. So why is it even on ours if he's going to appeals?
No, you can't go to appeals, it says.
That was a while ago, so there's a chain of things. I've dealt with him a couple of times, and he was supposed to be here tonight, he hasn't come.
Oh, is that why your email trail ended? He was supposed to.
He was supposed to show up tonight. So your last, wait, are these seriously? From back in April? May?
Yeah, because he thought he had to go to appeals and then it come to find out he didn't.
Did you,
Wait, so why can't he go to appeals?
Because it's on the plan, it clearly states he can't subdivide any further.
The last email I see about it is the town of Lebanon has received a request to plead your hardship before the town of Lebanon appealing board in order to go to the appeals board, an application including $150 fee must be completed and then submitted. The date on that one's May 4th. Is there another?
And he never did it, he never came and picked up anything.
He never did anything.
No.
He never.
Because he technically
So
had to come before us.
this is the subdivision that he's
First,
talking about
Before he
right
can
now.
be sent to appeals.
Same Fall Estates.
so
He
I thought
owns
he had already been
lots.
denied through code.
Yeah.
And he hadn't.
So he has to cross his T's and dot his I's. He has to do it in the right order.
Lots are limited to one dwelling unit and shall not be further divided.
Boom. Done.
Boom.
Put
So
us
if he
around.
was here, that is what we would tell him.
In order to go to the appeals board, he has to have a refusal
From
from either us or from code
Code.
enforcement.
And he hasn't had a refusal, he hasn't been here in front of us, the code hasn't refused him either.
Wait,
Well,
code,
he
there
has
is
to
an
put in, he has to
email.
put in a building request or something for code.
Oh, maybe he's waiting for a code refusal instead of coming here and then take it to appeals.
Did they-
But I told him that it's on the plan that it's
Yeah.
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 not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's
It doesn't even say, further subdivision subject to planning board approval. It's clear. No further subdivision.
Because of the
Right.
water.
The water in the
I was
ground?
gonna
Down
say.
on
Is the
water.
lake,
Ooh,
lakes, well, Salmon Fall River,
okay.
And that's
where's his lot?
this is this long.
right down.
And how much frontage does he have on that cul-de-sac?
I'm sure how many feet that is.
It doesn't say.
But you also got house, septic, second septic, and this lot goes downhill.
And there's a brook. Is that what that is? Right back there? There.
It does say brook.
Brook, and you got wetlands around it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a brook and wetlands.
A lot of wetlands around here.
That's right on the water.
Thing is, you put a building here, where's your access?
I don't know. What's this right here on the legend?
It's private right away.
Okay. Then that's how they'd probably access it.
Probably.
But where's he gonna put the well and septic? It doesn't matter, it's all hypothetical because he can't subdivide it.
Plus you can't go, because this is, up to this point, this is the setback for the
Yep.
water.
It's
So you got a very
legit.
small envelope there.
Well, the plan is also very clear, and it doesn't even
That's
give
what I'm
us
saying, it's
approval to
moot.
change it.
Yeah.
In some ways, Jen has a 12-inch binder of all of the planning board material when they reviewed this, and it wasn't pretty.
You're gonna make her get that out?
I wasn't exaggerating.
You was not exaggerating.
It's like 15.
When was this subdivided?
Started in 2000, started in 2007.
And he started with Mike,
And it
because
went
there's an
from
email in here
2006
saying that
to
he
Sunday.
talked to Mike already, and Mike forwarded him to us. So he's already talked to Mike.
But hasn't received obviously a flat out refusal.
Well, Mike probably said, I can't do anything, you gotta go to planning board, and
And now
Jen
planning
clearly
board.
said, you can't do that, go to the appeals board, and then did. There was nothing after.
So he started with Mike, but Mike never gave him a solid refusal.
And then he contacted Jenny. So.
So one of us has got to refuse him for him to go to the appeals board.
We have to refuse it? We have to.
In order for him to go to the
You know,
appeals,
for him to
either
go to the
Mike or
appeals board,
us.
somebody's got to give him a
refuse it.
refusal.
We can't give him a refusal if he doesn't show.
But it's, he's not formally here to.
Yeah, right, so this is not his refusal, because he has to be present
Right. Then we
before
have
he
to
can proceed to appeals.
we have to have an application, not a refusal. No, seriously, you got to have some documentation. We don't have anything yet.
Yep.
But if he brings this one, we can do that.
Yeah. Based on
What the plan is? No, the
Oh, the
refusal
appeal.
based on the.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
saying appeal, he's in the papers that says hardship.
new members are tough. Woo!
No.
Sorry.
I
No.
don't really do wishy-washy.
Did you hear that over there from the peanut gallery?
Comprehensive plan update. Next thing on the
you.
agenda, and you didn't attend the meeting, so.
I wasn't at the meeting, but I did get briefed on what happened. Lee J. Feldman went in. I got him to come to that meeting.
And you didn't.
No, I couldn't. Sometimes my schedule just doesn't work.
know.
So, basically what happened was he talked to them about the inventories and the new main changes. We have a meeting scheduled for this Wednesday, just to go over again what he discussed. But that video is all recorded. Feel free to watch it on the Lebanon ME YouTube channel if you're interested. But that's where we're at.
So does that mean you don't have to do all that inventory that she was talking about?
I'm not sure because we're going to discuss everything tomorrow.
Okay.
And I don't have an answer to that question for you. But that was our one freebie from Southern Maine Planning. So I asked everybody to make it a listening meeting and not ask too many questions so that we could get as much information as possible because we don't have any funds for that committee. So we don't have the option to have him come back yet. So I asked everybody to just really pay attention, and Chip kind of was there to moderate. And then the co-chair, John Paul, was there as well. So I'll be briefed more on Wednesday on how it went.
Chip said it went well.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Not do as much as
Yeah.
everybody thought.
That's what I hear. But I don't have a full update until we actually have that meeting on Wednesday.
Thank you.
Do you have any meetings tomorrow?
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
That was easy.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
She was saving that just for that moment.
Well, look at these minutes you guys all have to review.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That was your
That's a big one.
workshop.
There's probably a lot of spelling errors in it.
Before we get to the minutes, we need to go back. I need
Other business.
Sarah and David to look at the findings and facts and conclusion of law draft. And Amy and Andy can look at that too, because this is one of those things we have to develop each time we go through one of these subdivisions. If we are challenged in court, only certain documentations are permitted to be presented to the judge in this regard. So it has to be as informative as it can be, as accurate as it can be, because that's the only thing they're gonna look at. Or one of the few things that they'll look at.
I already read it before the meeting started.
So, what do I need to change?
It's a very nice overview.
What?
Very nice overview.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
think
really
that there was.
concise.
Actually, I found that
Please.
it ends at July 10th, and then there was no further updating from July 10th, and then it switches down to review criteria.
Yeah.
But he was, we did have meetings after that date, and we did require further documentation, which was not
You looked at the line there,
Yeah, I did.
because I was waiting for it.
Okay.
Minutes?
Okay. That was the only thing, if
Yep,
we were
yep.
gonna change anything.
Yep. So I gotta add that meeting, then I also have to add tonight's
Tonight.
meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say kudos, Jen. This is nicely done, well put together.
What? That's not me.
Who did that?
Oh.
I'm stuck with that one. I'm stuck with that one.
Oh, because of legal documentation, well then, well,
That's
that was
fantastic.
very
No, I'm not. But,
Yes, you are.
There's some blanks here too on the review.
yes, because I didn't have the answers.
That's me.
Oh, this is, wow, I'm impressed, Paul. I totally thought it was Jen.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
But we hadn't discussed those yet, so I couldn't fill those in till tonight.
Kinda like the minutes for the next 2 weeks, I would imagine.
I'm gonna be here late tonight, so.
Okay, I will,
Other than the missing stuff, I think it's good because I read through it already.
okay. David?
I think it looks great.
That's fine.
I haven't gone through the spelling check yet.
Please do.
Wait till the final one comes out.
On that blend that was submitted earlier, I think I noticed some other spelling errors, but I don't think it's terribly important. Like I
Just
said,
say, all the spelling errors, our names are on it now, so.
I know, including the spelling errors, so.
Including the spelling errors.
Paperclip or clip clip?
Doesn't matter.
Surprising.
Whatever the town can afford. Nothing.
I did.
Okay, yes, that does bring up the minutes. That'll be the next thing on the agenda, and after that, is there something else that somebody's hiding? We're done. I love that clock. 8 minutes off.
I know, we have to figure out a way to fix that.
The funny thing is, if you listen to the tapes on the computer, you hear that stupid clock.
I haven't seen any spelling.
Really?
I haven't. I don't know if I've just.
Which one are we looking for now? Which date?
I'm reviewing the minutes
Which?
from July 10th.
Oh, July 10th. Here it is. Nomination papers changed.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You wanna make sure there's no outs for him at all.
There's no
No outs. Make sure there's no.
way I can get out of this.
That's what I thought too, but I didn't. Yeah, because that was.
We had a full-on conversation.
Was it Faye here on July 10th?
Yeah. She's not on there?
No.
You didn't misspell anything then.
Sweet.
Well, not that I noticed, but it is late.
We'll wait. We'll wait for the editor to finish it. Let me speak
Oh,
to
no, she
her.
was here on the 7th. She was here for the,
Oh, the second one. On August 7th.
hold on one second.
Yeah, she was here when that was my first one. She was here.
Okay, and you
Because
weren't
we
here
were
on the
discussing.
If
Right?
that you
Yeah.
thought that she was.
Yeah, that I was unsure what the status of that was.
Jen will accept an apology.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
That's okay.
Yeah, because it was after
Jane and
this.
Mark, Jeremy,
After
Joanne, and Aaron.
Yeah, I know, which is why. Really should bring the puppy. He was watching this up. I don't think we get much done though.
Is he
Yeah,
probably?
but we have a good time.
Almost. He's big dog. Big dogs are easy to potty train.
Yeah, you go wherever they want.
I only had him 2 weeks. Oh my god, he weighs 14 pounds. He's almost 25.
What are you feeding him? Anything he wants?
Yeah,
And then some?
much.
Small children.
Yeah. If I had any small children to feed him, I might. My kids are kind of big though, so.
What happened with the other one?
I still have him.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now. We'll see. All 5 of my dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
They all big.
Yeah, almost. I have 2 Siberian Huskies, and I have a Malamute Golden Retriever mix, and then I have a Southern Rescue. He was supposed to be a big dog, but he's only 44 pounds.
Oh,
Cat.
Yeah, so that's my smallest one. My smallest one's 44 pounds, other than the puppy. But the puppy's a Bernese. He'll be.
So I gather
can't
they
imagine.
deliver the dog food to your house.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say,
truck-
how much-
truck-
Everybody eats a different kind. Because, that's my life. But seriously, every one of them, none of them share food.
I'd
The
make
2
them learn.
Huskies, that's it.
Wow.
wow.
You good on that, David?
I'm impressed.
I'll take a motion.
No spell.
I'm a
gonna
bit
make
wait.
a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
The 7:10 ones?
Initial?
Yes.
Yes, 7:10.
What about 7:31? That's
I can't do that one.
that's really intensive.
Yeah.
It's really stretching pushing the envelope.
I'll make a motion to accept 7:31.
I'll second that.
Oh, thanks.
All in
Shoot.
favor?
I almost didn't go. That was really close. Thanks. Oh, I was like, what do you mean?
Because I want to be in.
You weren't on that one.
No, but I wasn't on that one.
Oh,
Sign it. I'm gonna get out of here before I sign anything, right?
No, you haven't signed anything tonight. Next time it will be a requirement, I am quite sure. Are we all set, peoples?
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
First vote. You're learning.
I'm not famous anymore.
You'll always be famous. Can't win. Worse than that. You're just kidding. Famous, infamous, just roll with it.